Hi students, in this video I'll be going through the 2012 O-Level Additional Mathematics Paper 1 question 1. Alright, so this is a question regarding rate of change. Alright, so let's read the question. So the equation of a curve is y equals to 2x plus 1 over x plus 3. Given that x is changing at a constant rate of 0.4 units per second, find the rate of change of y when x equals to 2. Right, so this is a rather straightforward question. So for rate of change question, what I usually recommend is that we will summarize the whole question in one statement, right? So now over here, they want us to find the rate of change of y, which means that they want us to find dy dt. Okay, so we're going to summarize the entire question into one statement. So what they want us to do is find dy over dt. Okay, then following this, we are going to write down the info that is given to us. So they say that x is changing at a constant rate of 0.4 units per second. So what they have given us is dx over dt. So when dx over dt is 0.4 units per second, and they want us to find dy dt at the instant where x is equals to 2. Okay, and x is equals to 2. Right, so what I recommend is that you summarize the entire question in one statement, so it's very clear what you need to find and what info is given to you. All right. Okay, so the next step to do is to write down the connected equation. Okay, so C stands for connected equation. So the thing that they want you to find, you always put at the left side. So dy over dt is equals to, okay, now you already know the value of dx over dt, so we'll write dx over dt here. Okay, then now what you need to do is ask yourself one question. Okay, dx over dt multiplied by what will give you dy over dt. Okay, so on the left side we want dy at the top, right? So over here we definitely need to introduce a dy at the top. Okay, but on the left side you don't have dx, so dx will go at the bottom here, so that the dx will actually cancel off, and we'll be left with dy over dt on the right side as well. Okay, so this is the connected equation. Okay, so now we need to look at the connected equation and ask ourselves, right, on the right side, which one is the one that we still do not have info on yet. Okay, so the one that we do not know yet is dy over dx. Okay, dx over dt, we already know is given to us as 0.4. So in other words, now we need to find dy over dx, all right? So in other words, what we need to do is to differentiate this equation, and we will be able to obtain our dy over dx. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So y equals to 2x plus 1 over x plus 3. Okay, so for an equation like this, you will need quotient rule to do the differentiation. Okay, so the quotient rule, we will differentiate the term at the top first. So differentiating the term at the top will give us a 2. Okay, then the term at the bottom, okay, we won't touch it. So x plus 3. Okay, always minus. Okay, now we won't touch the term at the top. So we'll leave it as 2x plus 1. Remember to put a bracket because there's a negative sign outside. If you don't put a bracket, then the sign over here will be incorrect already. Okay, so the top term, now you don't touch. Okay, then we will differentiate the term at the bottom, the denominator, okay, which will just give us a 1, right? Okay, then over the square of the denominator. Okay, so we have completed the quotient rule already. All we need to do is just to tidy up the expression a bit. Okay, so over here we will have 2x plus 6 minus 2x minus 1 over x plus 3 squared. Okay, so if you simplify the top, we'll just be left with 5 over x plus 3 squared, right? Okay, so now that we have our dy over dx, we can then substitute it into the connected equation. And then at the same time, remember x is equals to 2, so that allows us to find dy over dt. Okay, so therefore, dy over dt equals to, okay, I'll just write out one more time so that we can see clearly. Okay, so dx over dt is given as 0.4 in the question. So that means over here, okay, will be 0.4. Then dy over dx, okay, we'll sub in this particular expression over here. Okay, 5 over, okay, now the value of x is 2, right? Okay, value of x is 2. Okay, so we'll substitute the x with 2. So 2 plus 3 squared. Okay, so that will give us 0.4 times 2 plus 3 squared is 25. So 5 over 25. Okay, so if you do the multiplication, you should end up with 0.08 units per second. Alright, so just to recap a bit how to do a rate of change question. Okay, so my practice is to summarize the entire question in one statement so that we know what we want to find, what we have, okay, and what is given to us, alright? Okay, then next step will be to write down the connected equation. The one that you want to find, always put at the left side. Okay, then usually one of the things inside the connected equation we already know. In this case is a 0.4. Then we need to ask ourselves what else do we need to find such that the left and right side of the connected equation will be equal. Okay, then after that go ahead and solve. Okay, find the things that we need. Okay, so in this case we need to differentiate to find dy over dx. Okay, then once you have that, put everything in the connected equation and calculate out the answer. Right, so just like this.